Hi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Women Talk Construction. I am your co host, Angela Gardner, and I am here with one of our added co hosts. You often see her when Christy or I cannot be here, and that is Alex. Hey, Alex, how are you doing today?
Hey everybody. I'm super happy to be here. Thank
Hey,
you.
we're happy to have you. So, y'all all know what we're doing here. We are amplifying some real stories and bold voices and spotlighting these incredible women and men in our industry, whether it be construction, manufacturing, even distribution. And we are very excited about our next guest. In fact, I uh, actually found her on Instagram or her company. And then I saw what she was doing. And she, of course, is in a family business, which, related to me. I love family businesses. And I just love what they were doing, and I knew we had to get her on the show, and of course, Christy 100% agrees, and I know Alex is gonna love her. But everyone, please make sure you sign up for our monthly newsletters, and you know that we do have a new membership platform that you definitely wanna take advantage of, so check that out. So let's go on ahead and dive in, and actually, Melissa, this is the one thing we didn't talk about that I'd like you to share. Um, by the way, we have Melissa on our show from Costex, which I might, if pronounce it wrong, correct me, Costex Tractor Parts.
Perfect.
And they are doing awesome work in Florida. And I want you to share with our audience just a little bit about yourself, your journey, and how you got here. Just a little clip, and then Alex will get us started on the questions.
Perfect. So first of all, thank you, Christy and Alex, for oops. Thank you,
It's
Angela.
totally okay. I'll be
Yeah,
Christy
because I'm
today.
reading the top. I was reading with Christy and Angela. That's what I was reading. Okay. So thank you, Angela and Alex, for having me here. It's actually my first podcast, so I'm very thrilled to be here with
Woohoo!
you guys.
Yay.
I've never done this before. So as you can see, okay. So I'm very first of all, I'm passionate about what I do, about company culture. That's something that I speak about a lot. We have over 500 employees. We specialize in construction equipment parts. We have over 60,000 different line items just for the heavy equipment industry.
How many?
So we're
600? Wow.
60,000. So we're very good at
Okay.
finding those hard to find items that nobody has in inventory where we have it. So we'll ship it fast with our global network of dealers in over 150 countries. And we've been around for over 45 years. So we're
Wow.
celebrating 45 years this year. And I'm second generation. I was born and raised into this industry. I was inspired watching my parents and my mom as a women in this industry, pretty
Oh,
much,
wow.
showing me how to get stuff done. Had a front row seat to it. So for me, it was normal to see women in construction because I was raised by a woman in construction. So I'm very
Mhm.
thankful to have her as my guiding role model growing up.
Aw. Mm.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Melissa, for being here and for sharing a little bit about yourself. I'm excited to ask you this question because I think you've got a unique perspective, right? Getting to see your mom in leadership in the
Mhm.
industry and now being in leadership yourself. I know that you like have a big
Mhm.
hand in like steering the whole global strategy for the company and everything. So, we'd love to hear your perspective on what some of the biggest barriers for women entering and then advancing in the construction industry and the manufacturing industry and how people can overcome them to get where you
Mm.
are.
Yeah. So for me, I think a lot of the barriers are I feel like we put it on ourselves. Like we
Mhm.
feel we listen to what society tells you that you should do and you should be like, and we don't realize, but wait, who made up all these rules anyways? Like why can't we be in those rooms? Why can't we
Mm.
be if that's what we're passionate about, if we love the construction industry, we love making the world go round. We love infrastructure. Why can't we be in those rooms and making
Mhm.
critical decisions? So I think a lot of those barriers come from us internally first. As women, we need to face those head on and say, no, I belong there. This is what I'm passionate about. and your voice is needed. Your voice is needed in these decisions. We need more women in this world because they bring a different perspective. We bring different things to the table, and we need more of us. So I would say find a company that ties into your values. That's very key. You need to find a company that aligns with you. So when I interview, I always ask these key questions like, how did you know about us? And for me, the person that tells me, oh, I love what you guys are doing, I've watched you, this is something that I align with, that I see myself working here. For me, that's a winner in my eyes because they already did the research. They're not settling. These are people that don't settle. They don't just want another job. They're really looking for something that they feel that it's a company they can grow and they see themselves in. And that's how companies grow, with passionate people like that. So find that company that you believe in first, and in order to break that barrier, because that's very important. Your foundation will set you up for success, and the company that is behind you needs to be aligned with you.
I love that because we need more of that in our industry, and we need more leaders like yourself that step up and show that. And that's definitely the message I got when looking at your Instagram account, the company one and yours. So thank you. So we're gonna transition here. We're gonna talk a little bit about the construction actual industry and what the trends are. But I want to first share with you too that we are seeing a lot more women in this, like the mining space or the construction space. Like we had Alicia Woods on. I don't know if you know her, but she's in Canada, and she works in the space and her family grew up in the mining industry. But she owns Cover Gals, and they started off with the mining workwear. So there's so many people doing so many cool things like yourself. But so my question for you is, what trends are you seeing in the construction and mining parts industry that others should be paying attention to? What are y'all doing that's so special?
So I think now the trend is for an end user that's using a part in their equipment, and they're not just looking for they're not settling. They're looking for quality. They're looking for packaging. They're looking for good product, good service. Before it was like, okay, this is the price that you pay. You get what you pay for type of approach. But I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing my standards are high. Give me the value that I want. If not, you're not going to get my business. So when we love that, we love when our customers set our standards high because we have to perform. And we love when they raise the barrier high, raise the level higher of how they want the quality to look like, the presentation, everything. And if you look at our parts, I feel like it's jewelry. Like you open up the box and it's just shiny, and it's a beautiful box, and it's a beautiful part, and every single one of our products has our brand on it. So you know that whatever happens with that product, we're behind you every step of the way. And that's the assurance we want the end user to have, that you trust in this box, in this brand, and you get all of our people behind you. So I'm seeing the trend, the expectation is like higher every single day.
Well, it is because we're paying more, right? I guess, and it really should be.
Yeah.
We should be putting out quality stuff, quality products, and quality services. So
No,
thank
I
you.
love it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys clearly set high standards for yourself across the board.
I think we also set ourselves high standards, and then it's just kind of like a cycle, right? So customer sets the standards, and we also have to set the standards. So it's never ending. It's never a boring day at work. So
amazing. So with those high standards and high performance expectations and everything, what are some of those things that you guys do that maybe other companies across the industry could adopt to become as inclusive as you guys, and to attract and retain like an awesome and diverse workforce who also maintains those high standards the way you guys have?
So what I've noticed from visitors that come to our facilities and people that have seen our social media is that what we're doing is not normal, that what we're doing is like elevating our people, like making every day fun, making like people actually here look forward to coming to work on Monday. And that's the feeling I want to give them. I want them to be on Sunday evening, be like, I can't wait to go to work. And that's what we do here. Every day we're celebrating a department, or we're celebrating a continuous improvement award that somebody was able to achieve just because they came out with an idea that nobody ever thought about. So every day we're celebrating. And it's so funny because we post all of this on our social media, everything that we're doing. And one comment that we got is like, can you just stop celebrating and send me my parts? So I thought that was really funny. I was like, I'm going to use that. It's like, we will never stop celebrating, but we will ship you your parts on time. Trust me, we can do both. We can do all of it. So that's what I love. I love to bring that energy back into the workplace, because you spend most of your time at work. Why not make it an amazing experience for everyone?
What a
Oh,
great
yeah.
philosophy.
I agree. So by the way, we sometimes create questions, and then sometimes our guest gives us questions. And this one is unique, and it wasn't created by us, but we certainly love it because it's why Christi and I and Alex do this, is sharing the stories. So, Melissa, in what ways can storytelling in our podcast, Women Talk Construction, inspire or guide young people considering the construction industry or mining or distribution?
So I think visibility and communication is a very big part. And what you guys are doing about communicating and showcasing people's stories, it gives other people watching courage to think, hey, if they can do it, so can I. And that visibility that you're showing, you don't know what you're inspiring. You might inspire a new product, a new innovation, or a movement. And you're doing it just by being out there and by spreading the word and by being visible, which I think is a beautiful thing to do. So more communication, more women stepping up and being proud of what they do. If they're in construction, showcase wherever level you're in. If you're a forklift operator, show that you're driving a forklift. That's amazing. That you have the skills to do that. So whatever place you are in this industry, showcase it, be visible. You don't know what lives you're changing. And for me, I think this is why I do what I do and why I speak out in whatever opportunity I have, any public speaking engagements that I can do, I will do it, because I want to inspire whoever's watching that they also belong here.
Yeah, and we do have a little bit of time. I want you to maybe expand on that, like, because I know that you're doing this too. You're inspiring others through conversations and through your speaking. What does that look like for you when you get up in front of an audience? What are you sharing?
So when I get up and I basically scan my room and I see the energy, I feel the energy, and then I
Okay.
feed off of that energy. So when I see that it's something that I'm saying resonates with my audience, like, hey, being out there doesn't mean that you're arrogant. A lot of women get told, oh, you're too much, you're too loud, you need to just stay back because you're being or you're showing off. For me, that's the actual opposite of what you're doing. You're actually being humble because you're sharing your gift with the world. You're sharing your experiences and you're not holding it to yourself. So I feel like that's the most humble you can be when you're sharing who you are with other people. So
Amen.
I talk a lot about that. I talk about being yourself. Don't
Okay.
think being visible and public speaking is as a negative thing. It's you. No, it's quite the opposite, actually. And I see that resonates with the people in my audience when I talk about that. I'm like, hey, I have something here. I have something special here to share, and I love doing it. I
Yeah.
love making that change in people, sparking that fire in people when they hear something that I'm saying actually resonates with them.
It's amazing. I love it. And I so agree, right? Like what's the saying is like, if you can see it, you can be it, right? Like,
Exactly.
and it's so true. You need to
Yeah.
know what opportunities are out there to dream it and chase it and be it. Otherwise, like if you don't see it, how do you know? So
Exactly.
that's a great point. Thank you, Melissa.
No, thank you.
In that same vein, sort of, I would love to hear from your perspective, right, in this leadership role, managing all of these different things, not just across like multiple industries, but across multiple countries, like around the whole world, and all these different industries and all these different parts and all these different things that you're doing. Because I know you're involved in multiple sides of the business itself too, right? So what kind of advice would you give to some of those people that are here and seeing you and now want to be you and do the things that you're doing, particularly women, right? But what advice would you give anybody considering switching to a career in construction, architecture, engineering, mining, manufacturing?
I love it.
No, thank you for that beautiful question. I love it. So, first, like what I mentioned in the beginning of this, that you need to find a company or maybe even start your own, but find a company that has your back, that aligns with you, that you feel home. Find your home and never ever settle for that. And as soon as you find that, you need to be your own best friend. You need to be cheering yourself on. There's many times that you're going to feel alone and you're not going to feel that you belong in certain rooms and certain areas, but you need to say, hey, wait. Give yourself that pep talk. You need to be your biggest ally in life, because the numbers are not in our favor. The stats are not in our favor. The amount of women in this industry, the amount of leadership positions that you see women in, we are always lower. So let's change that. Let's be more active. Let's be pushing forward, but we also have to cheer ourselves on every single day. Be our own best friend. And that's the biggest advice I have. Like turn off that voice in your head that's telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't belong there. Just shut it off. Shut it off and just keep going every single day.
What great advice. I think
I like
I
that.
maybe needed to hear that also. So thank you.
Yeah. I want to, you know what, Alex, can I ask? I just want to ask a little question onto that one, because we have a little bit of time still left. But and you don't know. Hopefully, you can just answer it however you need to. But sometimes in the construction world, because it is there are very few of us still. It's only like 10% to when it can be anywhere from 1% to 15% of us. Do y'all have, they're starting to form like women's groups where it doesn't mean that they exclude men, because oftentimes we see men in these groups too, but they're more focused on what can we do for you and helping them feel like they belong. Do y'all have something like this at your company, or are you encouraging them to do things like get involved with women in manufacturing or something like that?
I mean, we have a diverse pool here in our company. We have so many different people from, different languages, just
Oh,
all
wow. So
over.
y'all are dealing with that too, the different languages.
Yeah. So, because we're worldwide, we're in 150 countries selling to customers all over the world.
Okay.
So we encourage anyone that has a skill set to be in a leadership position or be in certain departments, to go for it. We mentor them. We give them the opportunities if they want it. We provide for that education to get them to that level that they want to be. So we're very hands-on with that. We're hands-on with the one-on-one conversations, because I think that's more than emails, more than newsletters, having those sit-down conversations and really getting to know the individual, who they are, what their ambition is really powerful when it comes to steering them in the right direction in your company. And everybody benefits. That individual benefits, the company benefits when everybody's passionate in what they're doing. It's a win-win.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing you say is that y'all don't even really care about gender or anything. You just care about your people and communicating with them as a whole team and seeing any of them excel based on what they want to do. And you're listening to them. And that's really where we need to be at, right? Where it doesn't matter.
It
It just
doesn't
matters
matter.
about the person.
Exactly, who
yeah,
they are.
yeah. Okay, love it.
Thank you,
Right.
and
Amazing.
no.
Well, I love everything you've said today. I love the way you think about business and your people. And I want to encourage everybody to celebrate something every single day like you guys, because that just sounds like the best way to do it, right?
I know.
So would you tell our guests how they could get in touch with you if they've got some more questions and or want to learn a little bit more
Sure.
about you and
So
your business?
thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been such a great time getting to know you guys and speaking about what we do here daily. So our website is www.caustics.com. I'm also very active on LinkedIn. Anybody can message me, Melissa Uribe Gil, and I regularly post things that I'm thinking, situations that I have, stories that I want to share to also inspire through that platform too. So I've had several articles there that have gone in viral, and it's
Oh,
been
cool.
amazing. I love using LinkedIn as a platform to spread what I'm doing here.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, for being with us. Thank you,
Thank
everybody, for
you.
listening to Women Talk Construction. Go connect with Melissa on LinkedIn. And we hope you guys have enjoyed today's conversation. We hope you guys were as inspired as I was. And don't forget to follow, share, leave a comment wherever you're listening. And if you love this episode, send it to a friend, send it to somebody else who needs some inspiration or a reminder to celebrate. And we'll be back soon with more voices from across the industry. And until then, keep being amazing. Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.